Hatchet is a recent independent slasher movie with the tagline, "It's not a remake, it's not a sequel, and it's not based on a Japanese one. Old school American horror." Which when you think about it, it's a big, real FU to Hollywood's lack of originality. Not that everything Hollywood makes is shit. Like Saw. Saw kicked ass. The movie evolved from an idea made up by Adam Green, writer and director of the movie, when he was a kid. When he was 8 years old, Adam Green loved slasher films, and so one year when he went to a camp where they had a local ghost story about a killer named Hatchet, his idea was born. The movie starred Joel Moore from Dodgeball, Kane Hodder from multiple Friday the 13th where he played Satan, and in this movie he plays the killer, Robert Englund from Nightmare on Elm Street, and all the sequels, and Freddy vs. Jason, he played Freddy Krueger in all the movies. Tony Todd from Candyman, he played Candyman, Mercedes McNabb from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Dion Wishman from Scream 3, and Joshua Leonard from the Blair Witch Project, all play parts in Hatchet. Hatchet begins with two characters. One is played by Robert Englund and the other played by who knows. They're out in the swamp when all of a sudden they get attacked and killed by an unseen attacker. It then cuts to New Orleans where a big party is going on, and it's set to "This Is the New Ship" by Mel Manson. Nice choice of music, by the way, that's one of his best songs. It then cuts away to four friends walking down the street. One of them is the main character. He seems to be disappointed and depressed over a recent breakup with a girlfriend. He decides to leave, and his black friend, played by Dion Richmond, decides to take along because he feels sorry for his friend. While his other two friends, a drunk guy and another guy played by Adam Green, writer and director of the movie, decide to stay and party. Now they leave in search of a magic shop that's supposed to give them a tour of a swamp. Now, they get greeted by the man who played Candyman, Tony Todd, who tells them to go to a different, newer magic shop because he no longer takes people on tours of the swamp. When they arrive at the magic shop, they meet a Japanese musician who agrees to take them on a tour of the swamp, so they board a bus to the swamp. Along the way, they meet up with the people who are taking the tour with them. A man filming a porn movie with two girls, an older married couple, and a mysterious girl sitting at the back of the bus. They eventually make it to the swamp and they board a boat and begin the tour. Eventually the musician stops the boat and they start to look at what he calls ghost lights. Now remember, up to this point the movie has been very funny, lighthearted except for the very beginning when the Robert Englund and the other guy get killed. But besides that, it's a very funny, lighthearted movie up to this point. All of a sudden when he turns the lights back on, you see the silhouette of a man out in the bushes. Now this gives you a good scare and makes you jump out of your seat a little. Now from here on it goes back to the lighthearted kind of feel that it had earlier, and then eventually the boat crashes, and in the crash it's revealed that the mysterious girl at the back of the boat has a gun, and the man in the older married couple gets injured, which stops him from being able to walk on his own. Basically he gets bitten by a crocodile, because remember they are in New Orleans and there are crocodiles and all that kind of crap there. Eventually you learn the story of a boy called Victor Crowley who was disfigured from birth. Basically, he looked like the Elephant Man. The local kids bugged him about it and teased him for it, so his dad lived with him all alone out in the woods, where he used a hatchet to chop firewood. Eventually, one day, some kids in a pig mask, a clown mask, and some other masks started bugging Victor Crowley by throwing firecrackers at his cabin. Unfortunately, one of the firecrackers made the cabin catch on fire, and then Victor Crowley's dad showed up. And of course, he did what any good parent would do, tried to save his son. He grabbed his hatchet that he used for cutting down firewood and started to tear down the door. Unfortunately, Victor was pressed up on the other side of the door, and he got hit in the head with a hatchet. He then fell to the ground dead. From that day on, Victor Crowley's dad suffered from a deep depression problem. Eventually, he died out in that cabin. He lived all his last days. People who lived around the swamp could say they could hear Victor Crowley crying and yelling in the woods for his daddy. Of course, when Victor Crowley makes his entrance as a killer, it is crazy. He comes out running out of his cabin, and he's a fucking brute. And he basically runs out screaming, but sulking, and it's basically a big fuck you down my swamp move from his part. And holy shit, when he comes in, you know he means business. And his kills are fucking wicked. Belt sander to the face, decapitating someone with a shovel. He put a pole through someone's fucking foot. He ripped a guy's arms off. Hell, my favorite kill is this one where he comes up behind someone, grabs them by the hair, puts his hand in the bottom of their mouth, puts his other hand in the top of their mouth, and rips them open like a top. And blood goes everywhere, their tongue is flying around, and it's just, you see the skin rip with awesome music. It's just great. And did I mention the music? The music is great. When the movie's upbeat, the music's upbeat. When the movie's epic, the music is epic. When it's just a kick-ass movie, this music is kick-ass throughout the entire thing, because the entire thing is kick-ass. And I know I'm saying kick-ass a lot right now, but this movie is kick-ass. And the best thing is, this movie pays so much respect to older slasher films, not only in stuff that happens in the movie, but in the actors they use. I mean, Kane Hodder, Robert Englund, and Tony Todd. Hell yeah, it's paying respect. Not to mention the background of the killer, and the ending, and so many other things are so much inspired by Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, all that kind of stuff. Let's not forget this movie uses This Is the New Shit by Marilyn Manson right at the beginning of it, which scores its points just for that. So let's face it, Marilyn Manson is the shit. The movie also has very good pacing, so overall, if you want a very good slasher film, I would recommend this movie. And the movie also has a sequel coming out. It's being promised to us in the audio commentary of the movie and a couple other places. So yeah, look forward to the sequel. Anyways, this is a very good movie, and a few fun facts about it. 1. Kane Hodder plays the dad of Victor Crowley and Victor Crowley. 2. They were originally going to put a lot of spoilers that would break the fourth wall in the movie, but decided not to. 3. This DVD has a lot of good special features. It has a making of meeting Victor Crowley, where it talks about all these pranks Kane and Adam Green played on the actors, which some of which are very funny, and some other stuff like gag reels and the trailer are in it. Overall, it's a very good DVD and a very good movie. It gets a 9.5 out of 10 from it. Hell, it's so good, I have a t-shirt of it. Fuck yeah. Everything from this moment on is nothing more than a blooper made while recording the video. Please enjoy. If you don't care about the bloopers, the video's pretty much over for you, because the rest of the video is just me fucking up on lines. Victor Crowley got hit. Did I say it right? Fuck. Hell, my favorite kill is when he comes up behind this person, grabs that person by the hair, puts his mouth in the bottom of her mouth. Hell, my favorite kill is this one. Okay, I need a drink. Hell, my vape. I burped. Fuck off. Not to forget that this movie uses This Is the New Shit by Marilyn Manson at the beginning of it, which scores its point. Well, that was a weird way to say scores points. And let's not forget, getting back to the music, that at the beginning this movie uses This Is the New Shit by Marilyn Manson. It scores its points just for... Fuck! The acting is very good, and the comedy is pretty damn funny too. I especially like one line by Dion Wishart. Fuck. You know what? Forget. I'm just gonna take this part out. I don't want to do this. And Victor Crowley got hit in the head with a hatchet. From then on, Victor Crowley's dad. I fucked up. Damn it. Fuck. I hate you all.